ネタバレめっちゃあります。
も、と、く、だん、す。
ずんこです。
ご飯は、水の音で眠くなってしまいますね。
おはよう、きりたん。
おはようございます、ずん姉様。電車撮影のリベンジに来てますが、本当に来るんでしょうか。来ましたね。思ってたものより近代的なものが来ましたね。撮影できてよかったです。
やっぱり電車が走ってる方が絵になるね。
後で新しい写真を送っておきましょう。
ところできりたん。背が伸びた。
ああ、これはですね。これです。
撮り鉄用のやつ？
撮り鉄用のやつじゃないです。簡単に言えば持ち運べる狩猟スタンドですね。DLC ですけど、あると結構便利ですよ。持ち運べる狩猟スタンドということで、動物からの視認性も下がりますからね。
どうなってんだろう。
During my last flyby, I noticed that there were people walking around inside of the Millerwood mine complex. The entire complex is closed to the public, but that hasn't stopped some people from trying to explore the buildings. I'd like you to head over there. Make sure that the place is still secure. The mine's buildings have been sealed since the mine closed in the 30s. We occasionally get curious tourists, but once they see the no trespassing signs, they tend to take their pictures and move on without getting too close. The warnings are mainly for the benefit of the tourists anyway. We keep an eye on the place, but it isn't maintained. If you're injured out here, it's a long walk to find help. I suppose this is a good time to remind you to be careful while you're out there. There's been talks of reopening the mine as a museum, but the cost of renovating the place is staggering, especially when you consider that we'd need to build a road just to reach it. There's a couple of groups that could be our trespassers. We logged a pair of men that entered the reserve a few days ago, but they're here on a hunting trip with a respected guide. I'd be very surprised if he brought them anywhere near here. The other group I know about is a film crew that asked for our help to shoot a documentary about what they call local folklore. Apparently they've toured the USA hunting for monsters or aliens or something. A place as wild as this has its stories, of course. From native Alaskan myths to the tall tales of drunken gold miners. I've been here for almost 2 decades, and I've only seen Bigfoot twice. At church.
立ち入り禁止の鉱山施設。ワクワクしますね。
ダメだよ。仕事なんだからちゃんとしないと。
はい。そういえば、最後に皮肉っぽく言ってたことの意味がわからないんですけど。
それは、私もよくわからなかったよ。
神父さんかシスターさんに2回ほど踏みつけられたことがあって、その時、足が大きく見えたってことですかね。
教会で何をやってるの？多分違うと思うよ。
そうですか。いい線いってると思ったのですが。あ、お気づきの方もいたかもしれませんが。キリタン、スキル構成を大幅に変更しました。ストーカーがこうなって。アンブッシャーがこうなりました。
大胆に買いすぎじゃない？
展望台からの狩りもいいなぁと思ったこともあって、こういうスキルや、 こういうスキルを取るためにアンブッシャーキリタンになりました。ただ、使ってみて分かったこと、なくなって感じたことがあるので、もう少し変更すると思います。
変えてみてわかることもあるよね。
そうなんです。なので、ミッションや狩りをどんどんしていきますよ。
Millerwood doesn't have a lot of hiding places. The buildings are still all locked up. It should be a quick search. Whoever was here has probably moved on, but I want to be certain.
確認は大事です。キリタンたちがしっかりチェックします。埋まってますが、しっかりしてそうです。
Take a look around the complex. My last inspection was 6 months ago and all the buildings were secure. Let me know if you see anything suspicious.
屋根から落ちなくてよかったね。
ああいう経験は二度としたくないですね。それでは、扉が施錠されてるか確認していきましょう。
建物がいくつかあるけど、
右からぐるっと見ていきましょうか。
Is that door locked? It should be. Nobody's getting in there. The lock has done its job.
ここは大丈夫そうです。少し怪しい建物が。と、
Something's not right here. This door should be locked.
中に誰かいるかな。
いないみたい。
The building's empty? I don't know why they'd want to be in here anyway. I'm going to call Gabriella Baden's film crew. The one I was telling you about. I just want to make sure it's not them who have been breaking into the buildings.
バーデンって、YouTuber のバーデンさんの親戚かな。
Is that the phone I'm calling? Not much point in me calling it now, huh? I didn't expect this from a professional film crew. What possessed them to enter this building? I need to speak to them about what they've done here. That phone you picked up is the only way I had of contacting them. So we're gonna have to track them down. Given their total lack of bushcraft or respect for their surroundings, it should hopefully be an easy trail to follow. You've done a lot to help, but this is gonna need an officer on site just in case things get ugly. I'm on my way.
火事でしょうか。
結構煙が出ちゃってるよ。
Look, to your east. There's a column of smoke. It looks like it's coming from close to one of our lookouts. I told you they'd be easy to track. Let's catch up with them before they set the whole forest ablaze.
急いで火元に向かいましょう。火は広がってないようでよかったです。
You found their camp, but where are they? Look at the mess around here. It looks like something big has turned the place upside down.
荒れてますね。
Our first concern is that fire. Douse it, will you?
鎮火。
Take a look around their camp and see if there's anything that can tell us where they went.
いろいろ落ちているものを調べてみましょう。
No, surely not. Not even the most ignorant townie would even consider baiting animals out here. Bigfoot bait. Looks a lot like dog food and steel donuts to me.
ドーナツか。でっかいウジ虫かと思ったよ。
変なこと言わないでくださいよ。
What's this? Notes on their show, maybe?
どんな秘密が書かれてるのかな。
Oh, it's a script. Wow. She's dedicated it to her younger self.
あんまり見られたくない代物でしたね。
こっちにも何かあるね。
Look, A notepad. Interior haunted mine. Explains a little bit about their trespassing. Well, this tells a story of some truly bizarre people, but it doesn't help us find them. That was a scream, but I can't see anything. Get to the lookout. Maybe you'll see something that I can't.
とりあえず助けに向かわないと。
I've got them. They're here, coming out of the forest. What the? One of them is covered in blood. They've seen me. Hey! Over here! Make your way to me! Get into the plane!
さすがに血だらけはまずいんじゃないですか。密漁者さんはズタズタになってましたっけ？赤狐さん、今いいところなんです。
Everyone is on board. It looks like a bear attacked one of them. She needs a doctor right now. I can't wait around. We're taking off. I've got this. Heading back to base. We'll have a doctor standing by.
森の中のこんな細い川で離着陸するなんてすごいですね。ジムさんのヒーローですね。
Can you take care of their camp? We can't have it lying around, attracting bears.
よし、キリタンがしっかりキャンプの後処理をしておきましょう。
あさり。
出たがりの赤狐さんにはびっくりしましたね。
動物だからそういうこともあるよね。
もうどこか行っちゃったかな。綺麗なところなのでキャンプもしたくなりますけどね。
ルールを守らないと。
Hey there, Chichiko. I'll bet you have a lot of questions that you want to ask me, huh? Before you start, let me just give you the highlights.
気になってましたよ。
Baden's face and shoulder were pretty torn up. She took a swipe from a fully grown grizzly, all while her friends accidentally, or should I say incidentally, bear sprayed her. The spray likely saved her life, though. They thought that a .22 pistol was enough protection against grizzlies. So as well as spraying the bear, they shot it in the side. I've seen bears shrug off spray and even larger caliber rounds. So I'd say these guys are lucky it decided to run off, instead of making it angrier. Anyway, Baden's in surgery this morning. The bear's claws gave her some nasty head wounds, and it was able to sink its teeth into her shoulder before running off. She'll be out of it for a few days. I'll question her when doctors say she's ready. I have to say, you handled yesterday well, Chichiko. You kept a level head, even when things went off the rails. I've had rookie troopers under my care who would have struggled in the same scenario. It's entirely possible that you saved that film crew's lives. Not only did you help to solve a crime that led to us saving some woefully underprepared, let's just say, explorers, shall we? You took care of the mess at the mine, and at their camp, too. It's not like this is the first big impact your work has had on the reserve. You helped us to quarantine a potentially devastating infestation of spruce bark beetles. You assisted with scientific research programs and helped us to safeguard Yukon Valley's future. I know it might have seemed counterintuitive to hire a professional hunter when the plan was to protect Yukon Valley's wildlife, but I know that I made the right choice. Your work out here will have far-reaching repercussions for not only the forests, plains, and lakes, but everything that lives here as well. And that includes me. At first, the plan was for you to take over a lot of my informal duties. the tasks that aren't officially part of my job, but are essential to the running of the reserve. Maintaining populations, containing threats, and gathering samples for scientific research. All great reasons for hiring a professional hunter. But I told you before that I was looking for someone who understands Yukon Valley. Someone I could trust to take care of it, the same way I do. Your recent time here has been a trial of sorts, helping me to prepare the reserve for winter. I feel like the reserve is ready now, and that's largely thanks to your efforts. Sandy might have told you, but she's delighted that you've had this effect on the reserve. In this past week, we've spent more time together than we had done in the entire previous month. In fact, now that the reserve is ready for winter, and I have my ambassador out there, I'm making plans to take Sandy and my girls on a trip somewhere nice. What do you think? Beach, lake, skiing trip? I'll ask Sandy tonight when I get home. Oh, and when I get back from my vacation, you and I should discuss your contract. Winter in the Yukon is no picnic, but I'd like to invite you to stay on indefinitely, if you're interested. You'll be an old sourdough like me in no time.
とりあえず、命は助かったみたいでよかったね。
ジムさんも時間に余裕ができて、家族との時間が増えて嬉しそうですし。キリタンはお仕事を手伝っていただけなのに、やたら褒められて恥ずかしいくらいです。
ジムさんは褒め上手。
これでストーリーミッションも終わりですか？
ユーコンのストーリーもスムーズに終わったね。
ストーリーミッションが終わったということは、
ダイヤモンド級の動物狩りだね。
できればカリブーさんだと嬉しいですね。それでは、今回はここまでとなります。ここまで見てくれた方、
ご視聴ありがとうございました。